I am the co-founder and CEO of Sunthetics, where we are accelerating innovation in the chemical industry through artificial intelligence. Today, over 96% of goods come from the business of chemistry, all the way from the components in your phones, computers, the materials for the chairs that you're sitting on, to the clothes that you're wearing, and so much more. But every time we're making one of these chemicals or materials, we have a scientist who needs to figure out what is the right pressure, temperature, concentration, and all the conditions to make that chemical in the most cost-effective and sustainable way. It might sound like an easy task, but they're actually dealing with multiple variables and dimensions, nonlinear relationships, codependencies between those variables, and so much more that makes it extremely hard for the human eye and human intuition to keep track of everything that is happening and identify those optimal conditions. In fact, let's say that the scientist has to optimize the value for 10 different variables. That actually means that there are about 10 billion potential combinations of those variables that could be tested if we wanted to find that true optimal combination. But who has the time or the money to try 10 billion times? The truth is that optimizing a new chemical process today is incredibly time-consuming and expensive. And because we don't have years to run experiment after experiment, we end up making most of the chemicals around us under suboptimal conditions. So what if we could instead use artificial intelligence to significantly reduce the number of experiments we have to run, and then with that little data, we can predict in a matter of seconds where the optimal conditions are. This is what we do at Sunthetics. Why has it not been done before? Because traditional AI requires quality data, structured data, and most definitely big data, lots and lots of data. But in chemical process development, where every data point comes from an expensive and time-consuming experiment, we don't have a lot of data. So at Sunthetics, we leverage small, smart data to generate big insights. Our solution is a web application that is incredibly easy to use. Scientists only need to upload an Excel file with information from a few experiments, starting with only 5 or 6 data points. And then we run our proprietary combination of algorithms to help them visualize their data, know what experiments to run next, and predict how the entire system is behaving. It means that with just one click, they go from information on a few experiments to full predictions of reaction behavior, optimal conditions, best experiments to run, and so much more. This is a technology that enables the development of new processes, materials, and chemicals in as little as 20% of the time. And what does that mean? First, it means that we're building an industry that is 5 times faster at developing new medicine, materials, and chemicals. It means we're reducing by 80% the resources, waste, and emissions from the development stage. And it means that we have the potential to save over 500 million tons of CO2 if we implement this technology throughout the entire industry. This is a technology that has gotten us through a pipeline of awards and technology validation with MIT and the Lemelson Foundation. We have received grants and awards from the National Science Foundation, Forbes, and many others. We have been invited to speak at the United Nations at the TEDx stage, and we have been featured by Nat Geo and many different outlets, as the time to change the chemical industry and implement this type of technology really is now. Ours is a SaaS product, and our main revenue stream is a license fee to access all features on the platform. We have different pricing strategies for industry and for academia that lead to contracts that are over $500,000 in annual revenue per large chemical company and build a $2 billion sum with our very first product. We have a team of software engineers, chemical engineers, and data scientists coming together in this multidisciplinary approach to change the chemical industry. We have gotten to where we are today, raising $650,000 in non-dilutive funds from grants and competitions at the national and international stage. And we also did a small convertible note with Techstars and angel investors in 2020. This enabled us to fully validate our technology and build our software platform. This platform actually went live this year. We just onboarded our first 3 paying customers, and we want to reach 50 users by the end of the year. We're also expecting to reach 3,000 users by 2025, which is a conservative prediction, as we're expecting to work at that point with 20 to 30 chemical companies. We are raising $1 million right now to grow our engineering talent and sales team so that we can reach the first 150 platform users and the second version of our product. We already have about half of that committed, and we're looking for our next partners to grow our impact in industry. Thank you so much.